inside. You could watch the game from DeRosa Dink's case.
Oh, yes.
This is not far off.
That's where you want to be.
This is not far off.
Yeah.
Multiple times. You ever
Multiple
been in the apartment for a late night?
Not for the late night. I never
late
got
night.
invited. I don't know what's going on.
Nick's in a good teammate.
One time.
I haven't been.
I know. Nobody invited us.
I don't know if you're ready.
What goes down there? We're not sure.
Haagen-Dazs ice cream, a 4-box.
I'm not ready.
You're not ready.
No.
It sounds like a party.
Yeah,
All right, I was watching the Yanks, Baltimore over the weekend.
they're strong. Really.
Yesterday, Trent Grisham flies out bottom of the first, potentially bring to this team, and he will have an impact at some point during this season. Caballero has won the job on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Shortstop for me, the A-Rods and the Jeters, they're a different breed. I got all of that. But I need you to pick it first. And his defensive metrics are phenomenal, Caballero.
Yeah.
The plays he was making in Fenway and Boston, I mean, everything he brings. And oh, by the way, look at the highlight. Last 159 games, this guy has stolen 62
That's significant.
Yeah.
bags. If I'm the Yankees, this is just my 2 cents. Not only does Anthony Volpe go down to AAA, get his swing right, play shortstop, I also move him over and get him some time at second base. Jazz Chisholm's a free agent at the end of the year.
Okay.
You're probably not re-signing him. I still think there's a place for these two to coexist up the middle for the Yanks at some point.
Yeah.
So I just like the fact that the Yankees they didn't force Anthony Volpe back into the. Caballero has earned the
because
right.
Caballero has played so well.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is his Caballero's earned it. I mean, the
Yeah.
bottom line is look at the numbers. You're like, okay, how do we justify bringing up
Can't.
Volpe and sitting Caballero? You can't do it right now. And he's led Major League Baseball in stolen bases the last 2 years. I just think it's one of those things where I think I agree with you too. I had a shoulder surgery one time during when I was playing. It took me every bit of, I swear, 9 to 12 months. I think Volpe's 7 months out of surgery. I don't know if it's a bad thing for him to go down, get a few more at-bats right now,
Yeah.
start feeling 100% healthy, then see where this thing goes.
Maybe
Did
it
he
gives
have
him a
enough
check.
time, though? Did he have enough time initially? He didn't play much in AAA. A couple years, because 2020 they didn't have minors. So maybe 2 full seasons. Is that enough for out of high school? I don't know.
I think for what he's done, yes. I think it was.
Think
He
it's
won
enough
it.
time.
He won a Gold Glove.
He won a Gold Glove. He's hit bombs. He's played shortstop in a World Series. He's
Yeah.
done, I mean, we were there. Wait, he hit the Grand Slam and
Yeah.
the Yankee
Gosh, what a
Stadium.
moment.
He had a moment.
Meantime,
Dreamt of it his whole
the
life.
Cardinals, they lose yesterday
Yeah.
to the Dodgers, but look, they have been playing well all season, but I think what they showed this weekend maybe opened even more eyes.
I just like the style of play is
Me
back,
too.
back in the building.
Me too.
Right? I got traded over there in 09. Obviously, everyone talks about their fan base and how they appreciate just hard-nosed, good baseball. And that's what they played all weekend against the Dodgers. They are turning double plays. They're an interesting offense to kind of get
J.J.
behind.
Weatherholt.
With Weatherholt and Mason Wynn up the chute, picking and grinning all over the place. Jordan Walker's
that
coming
throw.
into his own. Alec Burleson's a lot better than Pete. He was a Silver Slugger last year. And to watch Michael McGreevy kind of pick, dodge, and weave, not overpowering, but obviously knows how to pitch, talking to himself out on the mound on Saturday night. And then Jordan Walker. They talked about him widening his stance coming into this series. I think we have a side-by-side. If he did, it's a nano
I don't even notice that.
or two. But it got me thinking, Case, like you always say, 80 will get you 100.
Right.
Less will get you more.
Right.
He probably moved his feet
It probably felt like a
2
foot.
inches.
Yeah, exactly.
And to him, it probably felt like an eternity.
Yeah.
But he's been really good for them. The Cardinals are a fun watch.
They are.
You played with Albert there, but was this the brand of baseball when you were there? Same style or no? Not so much. Because it was different.
Let me interject here because this is the style I remember as a kid that grew up in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a little bit of power, not overwhelming, but it's taking the extra base. It's putting a bunt down. It's stealing a base, and it's getting good pitching and defense.
No doubt, Roflo, and I think there's definitely a comp there. And one of the things that makes me a little nervous is that the pitching staff doesn't strike guys out.
Oh, yeah.
So at the end of the day,
Okay.
in this brand of baseball that we're playing in 2026, your defense has to continue to be elite if that ball's in play a lot.
It's fair.
All right, let's go to Minnesota. They were taking on Toronto. Did anyone lock in on the, I think it was a 12:45 Peacock start?
Yes, I
yesterday?
was. I think Matty V was on the call.
Can we give Akamoto a little love? Because he's starting to settle in nicely at third base, and he said he would have hit 3 homers in this game had he finished his quesadilla.
His teammates like him.
Who doesn't like a quesadilla?
It's so
Who doesn't
good.
love it?
Come on.
We had a quesadilla
on.
on Friday.
Do we have the board on Akamoto?
Look at this.
First 18 games, got off to a rough start, but had the 2 pumps. Last 15, 296.
Jeez, look at the WRC plus.
I think one of the things that
Toronto's going to be there.
But look at the adjustment. You listen, when you're new in this league, you got to make adjustments. The league's going to adjust to you. He's moved back in the box, closer to the plate, was struggling against pitches away. Now he's on them. That pitch. Listen, there's nothing wrong with taking that pitch that's middle away and shooting it to left center. And you're seeing Akamoto now covering more of the plate. I think he's making a great
It's a
adjustment.
fast
He's moved
adjustment,
back
too.
7 inches.
Wow.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Now he's on it. And then I saw this, and listen, got a lot of love for John Schneider and how he goes about managing his ball club. I think he leaned into it in his early parts, not wanting to ruffle any feathers. This is his team, and it's going to go a certain way. Tyler Heineman right there, bases loaded. Before that hit by pitch, walk, he comes up with the bases loaded, pops up, and kind of little pity party.
Swings on the first pitch.
Perfect
yeah.
example of like a learning moment. He pulled them. He pulled them out of that game. Alejandro Kirk, no one's expecting Tyler Heineman to be Alejandro Kirk, right? He had a great season last year, kind of under the radar, really helped them advance to the World Series. They just want you to go out and do your job. Catch, grind it out, be there for the boys. But when you start feeling a little bit sorry for yourself, John Schneider was like, whoop.
But in his post-game
I had it
comment,
happen to me.
he just said, kind of ask him, let him tell the story, which I thought was classy.
And
perfect
Heineman
by
He'll
him.
come back better for it.
And I thought Heineman spoke well about it.
Absolutely.
Too. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Joe Ryan forced to leave yesterday's
I
game
know.
I hope he's
with,
okay.
with some elbow soreness after just a few pitches. So hopefully we don't get some bad news there.
Saturday night, late night, I was watching the Mariners Royals. Emerson, I was. Everyone had gone to bed, and I'm watching Emerson Hancock surgically take apart Kansas City with a sweeper.
Strikeout.
14 punch-outs. He's not coming out of this rotation. I'm sorry, I don't care who's healthy. And they retired the big units number.
Oh, man.
In case I knew you were coming on. Listen.
He was so filthy.
It was like he was handing the ball to the catcher. He was in 1998, I got called up to the big leagues. He was my first AB in the big leagues.
There you go,
he
D-Row.
was.
Dylan
Welcome.
McKay sideburn.
What are you thinking right there?
Welcome to the show.
My legs are shaking. That's what I'm thinking. But I thought I was on him. And they threw a slider down. Look at me, I'm fouling him off, battling. And then what am I thinking here, running to first? I look up, and I go, Jeff Bagwell. Oh, my God. I'm like in awe. Case.
Oh, you know what? This is.
You do some damage.
I sneak one here, but I did hit a double off him to take him out of the game. It was actually one of the coolest moments.
Get out!
This is in the playoffs back against the. This is where I get him. Oh, get in the gap, baby! Get in the gap!
You better be on third. If you're not
on third, I'm sliding into second right here. In the case. Look at me. I did think about. That was one of the coolest moments I've ever had. Looking back and seeing that crowd going nuts in the playoffs.
Case, you hit him. Look at me, 1 for 17, and I remember the knock vividly. Texas day game, he was with the Yankees. I hit a bullet up the middle, and as I was under my breath, I'm like, take that, you. I had to get one off of him.
Can I tell you really quick, the first time I ever faced Randy Johnson, though, it was 1999. He's with the Diamondbacks, and he's just ripping 100-mile-an-hour heaters. He's like Leland Smoking, but he's throwing fastballs. Next thing you know, he's throwing that slider behind you at like 93, and I'm like, man, I've never seen anything like this. But I'm putting together a bat. I'm fouling it. I'm 2-2. He comes up. He walks up about 20 feet away, snatches the ball, and he looks at me, and I'm like, get me out of here. Next pitch, I roll over. It was one of the greatest outs of my life. I think I just don't want to be in the box right now. That's scary.
All right, and then I want to end it at Marlins Park because yesterday at Marlins Park, it was Yacht Rock Day.
Yes.
And it got me thinking, Dosado Lopez, has he ever heard of Christopher Cross?
I'm going to guess
You
no.
think Xavier Edwards has ever heard of Michael McDonald?
You know what? I bet you Xavier Edwards and those in Otto have heard of Michael McDonald.
Listen, these two are raking. Otto Lopez is hitting 341 for this team, and Xavier Edwards is making plays. They got some
They're
talent.
sneaky, man.
And I was sitting there just saying to myself, I could think of July 4th my Uncle Kenny's backyard in Moonachie, New Jersey, and Yacht Rock
Every
was
story
just
starts like that, by the way.
blazing.
Uncle Kenny's backyard.
Uncle Kenny sounds a little shady.
Uncle Kenny's one of the best dudes of all time. But so,
Now this is okay.
now my favorite. There you go, Lauren. You said Africa, Toto.
Well, first of all, that's not what I said. You're giving me credit. You played 5 songs. I had never heard of any of them, but I heard of that one.
Okay,
When you played it.
I'm going to push back on you a little bit. I don't think that Rosanna is technically yacht rock or I'll Be Over You.
Yes, it is. Rosanna's definitely yacht rock.
I don't.
Do you know?
I don't know.
If you don't like "I'll Be Over You" by Toto,
that's a great
get
song.
Adam.
Oh, you kidding me?
You know,
I like.
I would have liked
Yacht Rock.
No, not
Song their roster is, and it's Yacht Rock Day, and they're coming up with it.
They're like, what the?
Sailing by Christopher
Yeah.
Cross.
No, they don't know who the
Liam Hicks is like, what are we doing?
I mean, it's the Holy
Song
Trinity.
their roster is, and it's Yacht Rock Day, and they're coming up with it.
They're like, what the?
Sailing by Christopher
Yeah.
Cross.
No, they don't know who the
Liam Hicks is like, what are we doing?
I mean, it's the Holy Trinity of yacht rock. It's Christopher Cross, Michael McDonald, and Kenny Loggins. That's your Holy Trinity.
Yes, you're right.
Of yacht rock. So.
You look like you should be on a yacht right now.
Yeah. There you go. Let's take a
having
quick
a day,
time out.
He's having a day. Let him
When we come back, which players have been smoking?